Welcome everyone to our seventh session and thank you so much for attending. Our speaker for the day, we all know Miss Rosalie Mariano. She is the Multimedia Designer from Dallah Advertising Agency. And today she will be talking about how to Instagram hashtag 2020.
Instagram is a social media platform for sharing photos and videos. It was created in 2010, and in 2012, Facebook purchased it. Unlike traditional marketing, Instagram is rooted in social, and Instagram is centered on storytelling. Essentially, your brand is trying to create a dialogue through photos, video, and copy. When I say copy, it means text used in your post, not only on the caption, but also on your story itself. And when you are successful on Instagram, people are engaging with your content. They are sharing with their friends, they're liking your posts, and they're interacting with you. On the last few years, Instagram has rolled out a few options, and Instagram has four different parts. You got your IG feed, IG story, IG direct messages, and IGTV. So we'll talk about Instagram feed first. On the homepage, you could basically scroll down, and if you're following people, you could see their post. If you like a post, you just double tap and it gives a heart. Next to that is the comment section, and next to that comment section is a little airplane icon, which takes you to the right message interface where you can basically send something directly on Instagram. And on the far right, there's like a small bookmark icon. And what it does is it lets you save your personal save section. Only you can see content that you've saved this way. It's not a public facing part of your profile. It's a save for easy reference later. You can organize saved posts into individual collections. So you just tap and hold on a saved post to add it to an existing collection or start a new one. So that's the homepage of Instagram feed. Next is the search or discover page. Here you could actually search for people if you know their Instagram username. This page is also called the discover page because you could discover a variety of different contents based on what you interact with most. If you like cars a lot and if you continually like posts about car, this page becomes more of car posts. So here you could also sort the explore page by topics on the on the top part if you can see. And if, for example, you will press the decor, it will show you more about decor and it will become customized, and that search page will be customized according to your liking. I'm gonna skip the plus sign in the middle because we're gonna talk about that later, and we'll proceed to the heart section or the activities. So in here, it's just where you will see your recent activities. If someone liked your post or commented on it, it will be here, and this is also where you will be notified. And finally, on the bottom right, you got your little profile icon. So if you press that, it brings you to your own profile. You will see the number of your posts, followers, who you're following. And underneath them is your subtitle. Normally, it's where the full name is, but some people or some business use keywords that are relevant to them. They want to say who they are and what they do directly. You only get 3 to 6 seconds to make an impression. So make sure your bio is clear and concise so people know exactly what business they can have with you. Including your branded hashtag in your bio is also a great way to get your followers in the habit of posting with it. Your own branded hashtag can do wonders to separate your business from the crowd. So for Dallah Holding Media, what is our magic? It is the power of we. That's why we're using that hashtag. And as an example, this is not the current DHM Instagram. It's just a mock-up for future reference. And instead of putting the Dallah Holding Media in the subtitle, we put advertising, marketing, events, just so that new visitors will already know what DHM is all about. There are three ways to post in Instagram: through photos and video. And I'd like to remind everyone that if you're going to post a video in Instagram, please make sure that you change the cover image, because once you upload that video post, you can never change that cover image. So if, for example, the start of your video is white screen, that white screen will be visible on your newsfeed, and you cannot change it. So in order to change it, you need to delete your original video post and upload a new one with the correct cover image. And the third option to add a post is through multiple photos or a carousel. What is a carousel? On the right side, there is a video and you can see what it is. So basically, you will just select multiple photos and the order will be how you will number it. So the first one will be number 1, the second will be number 2, and so on. So this is what it would look like when you posted it. So it will be something like continuous, or it can also be different parts of pictures. It's helpful to also upload images that are widescreen so that you don't have to fit it in, because if you fit the whole picture in one post, it will be very small and they need to zoom in. But in this way, they can just scroll their way into your image. And after posting, it's important to also uh, focus on your description or the caption of your posts. And you can use hashtags. And hashtags are how your posts are discovered on Instagram. It is recommended to use 3 to 5 relevant hashtags to your post description. And if you have public Instagram account and add the hashtag to a post, that post will be visible on the corresponding hashtag page, also the explore page. The more hashtag you have, the more target audience you reach. Even if they haven't connected with you before, or even if they're not following you, they will be able to see your post if they ever click that hashtag and your post is using that hashtag. To not look desperate, you can, if you want to use more than 5 hashtags, you can put those hashtags in the comment section so that it will be covered by the other oncoming comments. And another way is by using mentions, by using the @ followed by the username. Why? It is to promote and start a conversation with a fellow Instagrammer. Also, it's beneficial when we give shout outs to our clients as a company Instagram. It might result to a positive comment, which can be viewed as a good review. And if that username you mentioned is a client, they might leave a positive review inside your post and it might look good on your profile. So here's a reference of what it might look like. So if a client commented something like this in your post and they said, "We've loved working with you over the past 5 years." Isn't that a very good review, even in just a post, just a comment, and everyone sees that? So let's just bear that in mind next time we do a caption. And next, before that, I don't know if everyone knows this, but you can archive your Instagram post instead of deleting them. What it does is it hides your post in your newsfeed, and if you want to put it back, you can, instead of deleting it permanently. And there's a different ways on how to do Instagram posts and to organize your Instagram feed. I will not take much of your time to explain how many different style or themes there are in Instagram feed. But if you'd like to ask for recommendations, you can easily come to me or for Noor for references. And next, stories. It's a way to post things that you're doing that disappear every 24 hours instead of the feed posts that stay permanently unless you archive or delete them. It's a feature that Instagram added in around 2016, and uh, Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat seems like incredibly different platforms. There's one thriving feature that all three have in common: stories. And if you use social media, you can see that they in fact have similarities. But Instagram stories has the main advantage to it, and why. We're going to talk about that. Why should we use Instagram story? You will have access to a lot more interactive tools like geotag stickers, GIFs, polls, quiz, question and answer, countdowns, and emoji sliders. Your followers can answer your posts through these interactive stickers. They can react to it, and you will see the data of their answers. You also have another alternative way to post a content you wouldn't want permanent on your Instagram feed. You can post unlimited stories without cluttering the newsfeed of your followers. When should we use Instagram? Story. To show a behind the scene image or clips, to gather data from your followers through polls, question and answer, reaction emoji metric, and also to cross promote your content to your Facebook page or another link on your website. This is available via the swipe up option, but this option is only available for Instagram accounts with more than 10,000 followers. And also, you can use Instagram Story to promote new posts or another username's post via share on my story button. So you can share on your story also a post, and if they click that in your story, they will be brought to that post. And there are also, if you will visit your profile, you will see story highlights. And what are story highlights? Are incredible tool for business to showcase and promote their brand. Your highlights live front and center on your Instagram profile, so they're perfect for helping new visitors discover what your company is all about. Or if you're using a personal Instagram, they can see what you are all about. And next is, so here's an 8-minute clip of creative ways to use Instagram stories. And next is Instagram direct messages. So what it does is it's like a simple messenger built inside Instagram. And how will this be beneficial to you? Well, it depends on how you can be creative in Instagram. For an example, you want to make a story in Instagram and you use the poll sticker, and you can ask, are you interested on this product? And you can collect the data of which followers will press the yes or the no. And on the people that press the yes, you can send them direct message, separate direct messages of the link of your brochure, of your website, or anything that you want to send them. At least now you have a data of who are interested on your products through direct messages. And next is Instagram TV. IGTV also has its own app, and it's also available inside Instagram. There's a minimum length of IGTV video, which is 15 seconds, and the maximum length is 10 minutes. But for some accounts with more than 10,000 followers, you can upload videos up to 60 minutes long, but you will need to upload the video from your computer though. So as you can see, Instagram keeps adding new features to their app every year. And another one is the Shoppable Posts. Shoppable Posts are Instagram's next big step in becoming a more business-friendly platform. Instagram users can complete their buying journey from discovery to checkout without ever leaving the Instagram app. If you'd want to know more about Shoppable Posts, you can see the link below in the presentation, and it will take you to a website wherein they can show you step-by-step procedures and what shoppable posts are, because this is for quite an advanced feature in Instagram, and it will be a long topic to discuss this furthermore. So if you're interested in that, it will be included in the presentation for another lesson. And before I close this presentation, I'd like to go back to the logic of Instagram. In Instagram, you need to have an Instagram brand book. Your Instagram brand book is a working document that adapts and changes with you. It should never really be final because Instagram is always changing and your brand book needs to be flexible. If Instagram is a dialogue, content that you're going to be creating needs to be topical and relevant. Keep the conversation flowing. What is Instagram brand? It is 50% context and 50% your spin. What's happening in the world right now? What's the conversation? What's the culture that's going on? How are people out there feeling? That's the context. What is your opinion on X? What is your perspective? What conversation do you want to be in? What can your company contribute relevant to what's happening and trending right now? That is your spin. The goal of your Instagram brand book, you're going to explore what's going on out there, and instead of colors and fonts and designs, you're going to see what people are posting about to help you tap into that context and then put your spin on it. The most successful brands on Instagram have this down. They're tapped in, but also have their own unique perspective. Find out how to join in on the conversation while letting your brand voice shine. Where do you find the context? Through rabbit holes. They're all over Instagram. You can begin on your own profile. Who are liking your post? Who are you following? Maybe they'll lead you down a rabbit hole. What are they posting? What hashtag did they use? What relevant post in there that catches your attention? And the rabbit hole continues. So rabbit holes aren't just hashtags. It's everything inside Instagram. Because what you're trying to find is context and you just want to put your own spin on it. And that's pretty much Instagram. But then again, I'd like to add another fun fact about Instagram. And that is Instagram is now testing hiding likes worldwide. Moving further away from the competitiveness and demanding nature that was evolving on the platform, Instagram is heading back to its roots, putting the focus on creativity, spontaneity, and storytelling. Sharing will become less about posting to get likes, and likes will be given only to deserving posts rather than liking behavior based on who has already liked and the number of likes already existing on a posted image or video. Instagram had already been testing removing likes in several countries, including Australia, Brazil, and Canada. Last week, the company said likes will be hidden for some US users too. However, they will still be able to see how many likes their own post received. For example, as Dallah Holding Media, you will still see how many likes your post received, but for followers, what they will see is if they like your post, they will see you and 6 others like this post. The 6 others are the people that you follow who also like that post. So again, the center of Instagram is storytelling. That's why Instagram is now testing this to shift the focus on likes and to put it on the creativity on how you post. And if you can remember, in the outside office of Dallah Holding Media, there are keywords in our door, right? And one of those are we are storytellers. So I hope we can use that practice when you use Instagram. And that's it for my presentation. If there are any questions from Ali, can you tell who watches your highlights the same way you can tell who watched your story? No. Once the story after 24 hours it will disappear from your stories, and then if you want to put that back you will put it in story highlights, right? But then if you will put it in your story highlights, the views will still be there. Like you will still be able to see how many people viewed your story, but you cannot tell specifically who are the people that viewed that. But on the inside those 24 hours you can still see who viewed that, but after 24 hours you cannot see the specific people who viewed your story. From Dinge: hi Rosalie, great presentation. Is there a desktop version of those GIF sticker font editing feature so that we can share with the client for approval before it is posted? I think it's something similar to Snapchat. You have to get in contact with Snapchat, with Instagram, and pay to upload GIFs. But if you want stickers, again, a feature in iPhone, unfortunately, it's not available on Android, but in iPhone, you can use PNG as stickers. So you can ask for approval from clients with that PNG, and if that they approve that, anyone with that PNG can use that as sticker inside Instagram. And I'm not sure if there's another answer to that. Maybe Noor can help. Do you have answer to that also, Noor, regarding the question of Tinch, if there's a desktop version?
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
hi everyone. Well, in regard to the PNG, first of all, amazing presentation. That was very good.
Thank you.
To the PNGs or the GIFs, one thing that we should keep in mind that once it's uploaded to Instagram, everyone can use it. So in this case, we need to keep in mind that this one we can't delete anymore. It's going to be there all the time. So it should be multi-purpose use for it. For example, we should try to avoid using the logo for the company. In this case, other accounts might use it. But in general, to be able to generate these GIFs, it usually goes through like specific programs online. There's multiple programs now that they're doing this. After the approval process from Instagram, it can be shown in the GIF section in the Instagram, the same way that Rosalie showed in the presentation. After it's there, it's going to be there for all the time. It's only related to the design purpose. Once you do the design in the right way and it follows the instructions on Instagram, it can be approved through certain time. Then it's going to be there all the time.
Okay, thank you, Nur.
No worries.
And from Wasim, great presentation, Rosalie. How can an account be verified? For an account to be verified, you need, again, more than 10,000 followers. And it's quite hard to get verification in Instagram. And one thing that can quite helpful is if you know any publicist, it will be a good way to be verified if you know a publicist, because you need connections as well. And there's a pending timeline between months to years to get verified on Instagram, and you need a working website, and Instagram will also ask for proof of what you represent in Instagram. Do you know how do we upload Instagram videos without quality loss? Well, when you upload in Instagram with videos, if it's less than 1 minute, you will be able to upload it on Instagram. But if it's more than 1 minute, you need to use IGTV, and you do not lose the quality of your video. I believe you can still upload high quality, same like YouTube. But on a few years back, when I was using Android and I wanted to upload a post or a video, I noticed that somehow Instagram does compress the quality of videos if you're using an Android. But then recently, I see no problem on uploading videos without losing quality. So I think that is fixed. From Dinge, I understand that there is no desktop apps to do those edits. We can only create those stories on mobile. How can we use those editing features for our clients considering the approval procedure? If we will go to some website like Shutterstock or FreePic, we can see vectors similar to the stickers inside Instagram story. Or another option is we can screenshot or we can post a live story and save that as a picture and then send for approval to the client. And when they approve it, we can do that story in the same style again, maybe. Just an alternative way to answer your question, Dinge. And from Jovi, just curious to know, is the number of followers significant in making known to the business or the views? Right now, yes. Numbers are helpful to make impressions. The more followers you have, the more popular you are, and the more followers you have, it will give the impression to new followers or new audience that this is quite a great profile because it has a very good following, and it stands out because it will believe that you have a great reputation. That's why you have those followers. I saw and heard some user accounts were hacked and they were asked for a ransom money to retrieve it because of millions of followers already gained. That is because they use bots. Bots are where our websites or apps wherein people buy likes. This is not news. This is like a normal way for others because some are desperate enough to buy likes and comments even. So what you do is you sign in on that website or app, and it asks your username, and it needs authorization from you to use your Instagram. And if you give authority to do that, they can in fact hack that. So why would you risk that? So I do not recommend using these bots to buy likes because, again, likes will not be important in the future because they will be hidden. Because Instagram, again, wants to focus on the content and the creativity of how you post.